Greetings, guys. Have you ever trained your dog to a point in which you thought, my dog will reliably respond to any command I give it under any condition, only to have that very thing blow right up in your face? Well, that happened to a client of mine this week. He loves to train his dog. He loves to practice giving his dog all sorts of commands under a variety of conditions. And one of those is when his dog is pursuing a ball. Right in the middle of that hot pursuit, he'll suddenly call his dog back to him, or he'll make his dog lie down. And on one particular day, he threw the ball, his dog was in hot pursuit of the ball, and suddenly a jogger appeared. And the dog immediately broke off the pursuit of the ball and instead started to pursue the jogger. And of course, my client's going, come, 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 and there's no coming. And then he resorts to down, 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 and there's no downing. Instead, the dog continues on its way, circled the jogger, harassed the jogger, embarrassing the daylights out of my client. Well, he called me and asked, Brian, what's going on here? My dog has proven. I guarantee I've called that dog a couple hundred times while I was chasing a ball. And the ball means everything to the dog. But instead, when a jogger showed up, the jogger meant everything to the dog. In fact, it even meant so much that just ignore me. What happened here? Well, it's not so much as maybe the jogger meant more at that moment. It's just that we had a lack of clear connection between the referent and the sign. So when I refer to this little triangle right here, what I'm talking about is semiotics. Language was the sixth great transition for human beings, not for dogs. So when they want to communicate, they operate off of a semiotic-like process, which involves a sign or a signal, an interpretation of that sign or signal, and a reason why you interpret it the way you do. It'd be no different if you're a human and you're driving down the road and you see these golden arches. You probably think McDonald's. You interpret it as McDonald's. Why? I've eaten there like 500 times before. So when it comes to his dog training, his dog was given the command, come. And he was given the command where? In the front yard while chasing a ball. And the interpretation was break off pursuit of the ball and come back to him. So he had a referent, meaning his dog had been trained to come under that very condition. But the jogger, he didn't have a referent for that. That was referent times 0. This was referent times like 200. And anytime you have referent times 0, here's the big question mark as to whether your dog will reliably respond or not. In fact, there's a high likelihood it will not, because it simply has never been made or never was given this sign or signal under this very condition before. And when that happens, your dog may respond instead to the new signal and the new condition. And that's what happened there. The jogger posed as its own sign, and it gave off its own signal. And who knows what the dog interpreted that as? Maybe an intruder, someone trying to trespass on my yard. Maybe it's like prey. Maybe it's just like a two-legged ball. We don't know. But with this we do know. The dog did not respond because it had never been made to come when called under those conditions in which it was in hot pursuit of a jogger versus a ball. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're training your dog. If you want it to reliably respond to any command under any condition, make sure that condition has a referent. Make sure your dog has been exposed to that condition previously. Because remember, R times 0 equals possible, or even the high likelihood of unreliability. But rather, R times 1, at least, or greater, equals a high likelihood that your dog will respond, because I've proven that I'll do so under that very referent, that very condition before. So get after it, guys. When you're training, make sure clear signal. Make sure your dog can interpret the signal the way that you intend for it to be interpreted, and make sure you've given that signal under those very conditions before. And when you have, now you can rest easy. Now your ship has arrived, and now you can count on your dog to reliably respond to you. R times 1 or greater equals a reliable response. Hey guys, if you enjoy my videos, or better yet, find them beneficial to your relationship with your dog, please like the video, share it with another dog-loving friend, and subscribe.